I've got the scale out. Got some CNC cut parts. Got a loud neighbor. Got some shrink tubing. And I've been busy taking apart the old HB9 frame, and I solved my jello problem. Oops, sorry about that. Solved my jello problem. I hit the wall with it, and you can see here this arm was broken, completely fractured. So it did a good job. It survived quite a while, and it went through a lot of crashes, but it's definitely the hollow body. The core, the solid bodies were much more rigid, a little bit heavier, and the two that I sent out haven't been broken yet either. So the solid body with the balsa inside as a lightning agent really worked well. But the hollow body, for racing it would be fine, because once you crash you're out of the race. But and in grass and stuff and woods and that kind of thing it would be okay, but for concrete, for parquets, it wouldn't work at all. So that's broken. Don't want to get those fibers. But here we're going to turn on the scale, and I checked out the AUW of some of the better 330s out there, and with a 2200 or a 2700 mAh battery, you're looking at around a kilogram. So at a kilogram, that's pretty heavy, and I want to be able to carry GoPro and all of that, GoPro 3 or GoPro 4. So I figured 850 would be a good goal, and here's HBX, and I hit my goal of 850, and that's with the keychain number 16 on it. There's the HBX 330, and this is one format, and this is the heaviest format actually, with the arms out like this, imperation, basically, and the lift doesn't need a lot of support on these areas here, because the lift is equal, so it's pulling on the top of these aluminum, quite beefy aluminum mounts, which hold the 550 HB8 arms on no problem. So with this it's overkill, but it's still quite a good structure, I think. And you could put them underneath if you wanted them on the same level, and you could clear 6-inch easily, if not 7-inch. But when they're up high like this, you can actually fit 9-inch props on it, which when you look at it, it's 330 millimeters, and you can put 9-inch props on it. That means you could put on flame wheel motors and fly something like that for an extended period of time, I would think. And the battery area on top, that has NASA in it, and an OSD, and a camera, and the VTX. And there's room on the top for a 5,000 mAh battery at least. So I think that this one is going to be really fun to fly, and like I said, it's adjustable, so you can tilt the motors forward, both, and have an angle. You can tilt the motors out like the DJI Inspiration, out or in, depending on your flying style, and you can move the tubes back and forth so that you can create a perfect center of balance. But as it is, to balance this, it's simple. All you have to do is put it on a bucket, resting on a bucket on each tube here, and then you just balance the battery in the center, and it's balanced basically. Or you can hold your fingers at the end like this and basically balance it that way. And I've flown it already, and it flew really well, and I think that I'll be FPVing it hopefully tomorrow before my shift. So there you go, HBX, which is HB10 of course, 330 millimeter, and fully adjustable. You could put on still the swivel arms, cut the tubes in half, adjust the arms this way, and build up quite a large quad. Probably a 500 would be easy. You also have a position for the tube to come out here, but I figured the balance point would be pretty strange with the fulcrum at the back of the quad I wasn't sure that it would balance out to the front, being the lifting point in the side here. So with equal arms set up at the front and then set up here, you have an extra set of clamps that you lose, so that's about 40 grams. And then you have arms sticking out this way, and you can create an X quad. Or you can create this H quad type format here with the raised arms, or with arms mounted below. So there's that option as well. And you can get extra plate, so you could double up the plates there for stiffness. But there's no vibration right now because you have an angle going this way and you have an angle going this way, and then you have the gimbal plate on gimbal balls at the front. So I'm pretty happy with it, and good experiment. Got a couple of tests to do with it, but try 6-inch props, and when I took it outside earlier, I was able to accelerate without the wobbling going on now. So and it seemed a little bit faster than it did with the larger surface area impacting on the propellers. Now it's quite streamlined, and the tubing has the wiring inside, so at least out to the outside, so you can pick it up like this and carry it around like that, and it's quite durable. So there you go, HBX sneak peek, old school style.